ArcGIS Pro can edit data pretty easily. You can also create new data. One of the cool features is you can actually create lines and then add points along that line. Let me show you how to do that. The first thing you need to do is make sure your environment's set up. So let's go ahead and do that. In the contents window, you have a couple of different settings. If you go over to the pencil, you can actually see which layers can be edited in this current map. So what the recommended idea here is to turn off everything that you're not going to be doing any edits on so that you don't accidentally edit something you didn't mean to. In this case, we're going to be doing plots, which are points, and transects, which are lines. So we're going to create a line, and then we're going to add points along that line as plots. The second thing we can do is go to snapping. And snapping, we can make sure that only those are on as well, because you don't want to add a line or point and have it snap to something that doesn't make sense, like contours or the boundary or other boundary polygons. So with that set up, now we can go to the Edit tab up here, and we can actually go and start creating new features. So in here, I will only see the editable layers. So you can see there's transects and plots. So we're going to be creating a transect line first. Now to create the line, what you do is you have to place it on a starting point, and that's going to be the first point. And then we're going to be able to create a line of a certain distance starting with that point. And the orientation of that line we can change. So assuming all of these are set up like this, we can just simply click on the map, and you can see right now I can create a line any length. It allows me to create it long or short. If I click, it will create that line. I don't want to do that though. What I want to do is create it from a specific distance. So if you right click, it brings up this menu, and one of the options on that menu is distance. Select this, and then we can enter the distance we would like. In this case, I want exactly 400 meters. Hit enter, and now it doesn't matter the orientation, the line will always be 400 meters. So then when I click, it'll create the end exactly 400 meters. So this line I know now is exactly 400 meters. Now I'm not going to create any more lines from here. I just wanted the one. So to finish, I can just go down to this and click the finish to apply the uncommitted geometry. And now you can see I have that one line created. Now notice it's turned that cyan color, which is just meaning that it's selected. So if I cleared that selection, it would go back to being the actual red color. If I go back to select, I can select it. We want it to be selected for the next part, which is creating points along that line. So now we're going to use the points, and there's a whole bunch of different options on the points. And one of them is create points along a line. So we're going to choose that one. And in this gives me the options to do it, how I want to do it. And in this case, it knows it's already 400 meters is the line length. And we do want a point at the start and at the end. And we don't want a number of points. So you can actually see there's different options. So equal distance. And we want it 100 meters. So therefore, it'll create a point every 100 meters. So we should end up with 5 points. And then if I hit create, you can actually see it's gone through and created 5 points exactly separated 100 meters apart. So this allows you to create data very accurately on the map, and now you can actually go do your field work using this. But before I do anything else, I want to make sure I save the data, because right now technically this hasn't been saved, and this is a confusing part of ArcGIS Pro because there's actually this save up here, which is for the project. And then on the edit toolbar, there's also this save here. This saves the edits. That's what we need to do now to commit this. Save all edits, yes. And now it writes the changes both to the transect line as well as the point plots layer. So make sure you do that, otherwise it won't be saved. This save does not do that. So that's how you edit, how you create a line. You create points along that line at an equal interval. Thank you.